Hello and welcome to Fashion Report Friday, the weekly video series trying to get you the most MGP possible from the Mandeville Gold Saucer every week on a Friday when judging begins for the Fashion Report minigame. This is week 212 and this time around the theme is Well-groomed Bruiser. The clues individually include Simply Saucer for your chest piece, Medic for your hands, the Wild Side for your legs, and Jewels of Blue for your bottom or left ring slot. In this video we have a 100 score, an 80 with dies, and then the easiest 80 I could come up with for the week. Without further ado, let's hop straight into that 100. Alrighty, for 100 score then, as you can see, we went for a very easily obtainable chest piece, the Best Man's Jacket. This is equipable by both genders in the game, as you can see. I'm wearing it on my female character here, as well as working on male characters, equipable by all classes, level 1 and above. You can get this from the Sunsilk Tapestries shop inside Uldar, just from the Aetheryte Plaza itself, just across there. And that will cost you 18,000 gil from the Novelty Gear Exchange. Alternatives to this slot include the Gambler's Trenchcoat, which is purchasable with 100,000 MGP, the Bunny Bustier, which is also 100,000 MGP, or the Bunny Chief Bustier, which is 120,000 MGP. No other alternatives have been found at the moment, but why would you not go for something that's vendor purchased for both genders level 1 and above? For the hands then, I went for the Pagos Field Dressing. The main reason for this is again because it's equipable by all classes in the game, both genders level 1 and above. This might not be the best option, however, considering this will be obtainable either through Pagos lockboxes from Eureka or from the market board, where people have probably hiked the price. Alternatives include the Arachne Field Dressing of Striking, the Arachne Field Dressing of Scouting, and the Serpent Elite Field Dressing. The Serpent Elite Field Dressing is for 500 allied seals, and the other two are crafted. Personally, I still think this is probably one of the best items for this slot this week. For the legs then, I went for the Gargana Skin Chaps of Aiming. These are locked to level 60 aiming jobs. You can get these actually from Norlays in the Pillars of Ishgard from that vendor. If you go over to the Jeweled Grosier, they'll be off the Disciple of War level 60 tab for 33,323 gil. Those are pretty good, but of course they are locked to aiming. Alternatives to this slot include the Wrangler's Chaps, which are from Sorkai or Hullbreaker Isle hard mode dungeon, the Gayuki Leather Chaps, which are from Muto in Kagane, and the Animos Chaps will also work, and those are from Animos lockboxes. The reason I didn't go for this one specifically instead, because it is a good alternative, is because of the hiking of price. But if you do want something that will give you gold rating that is accessible by every class in the game, this is probably your better option for that. And finally then we have the left ring slot or the bottom ring slot for Jewels of Blue, which include many blue coloured rings, as you could probably imagine. This then the Lapis Lazuli ring, which is equipable by all classes in the game level 29 and above, and you can purchase this from Sileus or any other low level jewelry craft vendor. This one then at Astames Aesthetics inside Uldar's inner ring there. You can take the goldsmithing teleport and walk around to the shop, purchase this from the gear vendor, and that will cost you 1,735 gil. I could list the alternatives, but basically any ring that has a blue gem inside of it that's visible on the icon will pretty much work for gold. However, this is the cheapest one and is from a vendor. And that's your 100 this week. Aside from a couple of issues with probably people hiking prices on the market board, or perhaps not everything being purchasable from vendors, this is a fairly decent 100. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, and alt friendliness might come in the easy 80 honestly, so wait for that. Anyway, let's move on to dies. Alright, for die options then, here are your dies, the best in slot dies. So equip anything on the left side in the game that's dieable. Make sure you have stuff on the right side as well, otherwise this won't work. If you want to get an 80 score, you want to get any dyeable weapon in the game pure white dye, any helm in the game current purple, any chest jet black, any hands jet black, any legs honey yellow, and any boots current purple. The current purple is vendor purchase from the Amalja. The pure white is going to cost you a fair bit of gil or real life money from the real life cash shop. And of course the jet black being quite an expensive set of dyes as well. I wouldn't recommend this unless you already have those dyes available to you on pieces of gear and you can switch them in and out. I would instead recommend you wait for the Easy 80 instead, so let's hop straight onto that. Alrighty then, so all things considered from the previous 100 and of course the dye options, this is the Easy 80 that I came up with. Very, very simple. You need to get the Gloom Purple dye from the Amalja vendor, which will cost you 334 gil, or of course from the market board itself. And you can get current purple, get 2 of those, dye any helm in the game current purple, any feet in the game that are dyeable current purple, and then equip that lapis lazuli ring from the vendor, from Sileus, from the Goldsmith Guild obviously, and just around from that at Stames Aesthetics. And there you go, you've got an 80 plus. That's all it is. Make sure you have something in every slot though. You can't miss a slot. You need something equipped in every single slot of gear, and then just dye any feet in the game your current purple, any helm in the game current purple, and equip that lapis lazuli ring from a low level jewelry craft vendor like I said before, and you're pretty much good. That's the easiest possible 80 of the week. There isn't really much easier ways of doing that. 2 dyes and a vendor purchased ring. Pretty much anyone can do that. Nice and easy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's Fashion Report Friday. This week has been fairly straightforward. Thank you so much to Kayako Star and the rest of the Reddit team who put stuff together for us every week, and of course all of the people across the world who are doing dye option testing every morning. Much love to everyone. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.